Yo, so I want to give an insight on why secret knowledge is secret, and what I'm learning now, since I've been looking into the esoteric and also the occult for a while, and it's not until now where I feel like I'm able to read and decipher the text so much more easily. Things are really hitting, and I'm realizing that the reason that things are secret is due to the power that it gives the individual, but more importantly, like even the texts within themselves have, there's almost like a veil over them. When I was reading these texts, I'm talking particularly around Alice Bailey's work, which isn't too heavily veiled, but more so H.P. Blavatsky's work on the secret doctrine. She mentions various times throughout the book that the esoteric knowledge is gonna be difficult just by its nature. Um, we like to overcomplicate things, and we like to try to grasp them right away. And when I say we, I'm really talking about our egos or our personalities. Um, the lower selves really wants to grasp something and really want to make it its own. But what I'm recognizing now is that the secret knowledge is is secret for a reason, and it's not just for the sake of gatekeeping, but it's like you can't comprehend it yet. You're not capable of comprehending it yet because you're not at that level of development, and it just means that the work is still internal, because at the end of the day, if you're seeking knowledge, what you should be seeking is wisdom, and wisdom is learned on the daily. There's so much to learn on your day to day. Like, there's so much that I'm learning as a father with my son, and really, it's beautiful to see how these teachings really apply to fatherhood, because I have so much patience with him, and I've been also, like, it's been a struggle, and he's only 10 months old, but I see a lot as a man that I've grown, and even with my wife, for example, like the wisdom, the secret, what would it matter if if I was just stuck in these books, stuck in philosophy, and I was constantly getting into arguments with my wife, and I wasn't able to open up to her, because that's where I would be if I wasn't dedicating myself to applying the knowledge in life. So, a lot of these texts aren't meant to be read, because like, really, life is the teacher. These books are great, but life is the teacher, and so I'll talk about it from a more phenomenal, like a phenomenon from an experiential standpoint. I had issues reading the Secret Doctrine, and after a while, where I'm really getting in the groove and really progressing in the way that I understand my life, I'm becoming more loving. I'm becoming more compassionate. More importantly, I'm becoming much more centered, right, in my soul, which is really my goal. As I'm centering myself and continuing to remove all these things, the work within itself is done within me. It's like it's embodied. The knowledge becomes embodied, and then that removes the veil that I have over my eyes when I'm reading these books. Then it becomes just simple. So something that I also want to add is that I've been having visions, and here's the thing: it's like I have visions now, and it's normal for me to have visions, just because I understand that God is always with me. That we live in a spiritual world. Like, I just know that. So I have visions, but I think about how I used to react to these visions. I used to be super like, oh my God, what does this mean? Like, whoa, like, there's a big emphasis on the magic side of things, on the mystical side of things, and and really, what I want is, like, I don't care for these visions unless they're gonna bring something of value to my life, right? Like, it's like anything. Like, why would I? If it's not gonna help my marriage, if it's not gonna help me build and construct my empire, then I don't care for these visions. And so it's also like, sometimes you don't even have to dwell on them too much. Like, a very prevalent vision that I had, that I remember, was I had some aliens It's like I had some aliens come knocking at my door, my like literally in my mental door. Inside I have a door in my head, and they came knocking, and they burst through, and they told me that I was gonna have a new girlfriend and a new life in a year, and that's like literally within 3 months. Like my girlfriend and I broke up, and then I met my wife within the month after that. Now I have my son, which is ridiculous, like crazy to think, bro. Like, but that vision, like if I keep going back, I'm like, whoa, am I chosen? Like, you know, these aliens, who are these aliens? Am I like, I don't know, like, am I like some descendant of these guys? Did I come here to really do some work? I'm a chosen one. I'm a chosen one. And like, if I keep thinking like that, you know, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, man. Like, and that's how a lot of people are. This is why so many people protected the esoteric teachings, because the moment that they realized that that the ego wanted to take a hold of that and make it special, you know, like we do that to ourselves. The moment the ego wants to do that, it ruins a lot of things. It ruins the essence, man. So I think, you know, even though the secret is out, you know, there's a secret doctrine that came out, Alice Bailey's work, and I know that there's probably some more secret stuff going on that are hidden, but what I've also understood is that we do get taught in our dreams. And here's another very interesting thing that, you know, I probably shouldn't put too much emphasis on this, but we do get taught in our dreams. So our progress in real life is really a reflection of our progress in our dream life. I don't know if I exist as a higher dimensional entity and so maybe I'm part of this larger entity, which is what I think that he's using my experiences to gain knowledge on how to construct reality, for example. I don't know, it's pretty interesting to think about. But I've had ideas that I am not just I'm not just my soul, I'm also this person. Like, this life is really just a mechanism. It's just really, like, I have come to the conclusion this life is just a dream, and it's also very real, of course, but I'm almost like an extension of a greater self. And I don't know exactly the technicalities, the specifics, but I know that I've had visions of me reading esoteric texts, reading these like very mystical things in my dreams. I'm accessing the knowledge that it has been hidden away, that only the greatest of sages can know of. I know that I'm in the library, I'm reading, I'm studying, and so I'm studying in my dreams. And so then I question, what if the real school is not here? What if this is just an experiment for me to test my theories up in the higher realms? And that's really kind of what I've come to the conclusion of. So it doesn't even matter what I read in this world, because my higher self is using me, this life, to study. Like, my higher self already has the knowledge in the other world. So the books that I read in this world don't really matter in so much as they're meant to center me to my higher self. So they can be esoteric texts, or it could be the Bible. They could be esoteric texts, or it could be the Bible, or it could be the Quran. It could be any of these, you know, sacred works, but it doesn't matter. The point is that as long as I'm connecting to my soul and I'm bringing my soul down, then I'm really accessing that higher self. So, what's up, son? So I think I'm done. I just want to say that you shouldn't be so concerned about the esoteric text. If you become obsessed over it, then you're probably not doing it right, because you want to be able to read it and then apply it and then continue to grow. It's not about how much you know, it's about how well you implement what you know. All right, like, your life is a byproduct, is an example of your knowledge. So then that's where it naturally leads to me being like, okay, so how are your relationships? How do you handle conflict? How do you express yourself? Are you authentic with your expression? Are you really about it like that? Are you really grounded in this reality? Are you really making an impact in your environment? Or are you letting your environment to shape you? And that's going to be the bigger determinant of where you're at in your spiritual journey, and also your evolution. Really trippy stuff. Is there anything else I want to add? And I guess there's another point. Like, you're already there. You don't have to read more to know more. You have to just experience and put yourself out there. If you're not like your higher self is already with you. You don't have to jump through these hoops of like that other people impose on you that make you feel like you're actually this super knowledgeable wise man. You don't have to jump through these hoops. You don't have to be vetted by anybody, any other human being, really. And that's also another aspect. It's like people need to stop taking themselves so seriously in the sense of how much they know. It's more about how much they can apply and how much is realized in their life and is manifested in their life. You know, patience, love, compassion, all these things are really going to be the determiners of how advanced you are. So I think it's time I take a little shower with my boy. He's been just moving around. Say what's up, baby. Say bye. Say bye. Anyways, come here. Come on. We're gonna shower right now. Let's go. He came. You wanted to say bye. Say bye. Bye. Hey, tell him. It's not about what you know. Be like, it's not about what you know. It's about how you apply it. Yeah. That's it, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man, you're already there. Okay, you're already there. You just gotta stop getting all caught up in this knowledge, and you gotta start really testing and really putting forth your soul, making your soul your priority. And if you do that, then that's gonna really determine your evolution. All right, peace out. Stay lucid. We're about to shower. Goodbye.